Hi guys, this is Devin with Backyard Projects, and today I am building I'm building stairs. Anyway, I am not a professional at all whatsoever, but I play one on TV. Just kidding. No, I've watched tons of videos. I've done a little bit of brickwork, but you know what? If you don't try, then you already have failed. So I'm gonna try it. Anyway, let me show you what I did to prepare for the bricks. As you can see, I've already got my foundation. So this was actually pretty easy, and I've had pretty good results with it. So what I did was I leveled out the dirt. I got it nice and flat all the way up. And then I have these like bricks from my patio that I ripped out. And I basically just kind of put those in place, made sure that they were level. I packed it down as tight as I could, and then made sure that they were nice and sturdy. And then I just got a bag of concrete, actually 2 bags of concrete, and I just like put it in and then swept it all together. And this has been like this for like 2 weeks, and it is solid. It is really nicely and solid. So now I put the foundation for my bricks that I'm going to put in. Anyway, I think it's gonna turn out good. I did notice whenever we got some rain the other day that some of it holds water in the corners. So I'm gonna keep that in mind whenever I am putting my rock up. So, because I want the water to flow down. Not so much down that you feel like you're gonna fall over, but down so the water will flow out. The biggest thing for this that would kill it or destroy it is water sitting, and then whenever it freezes, it expands. And so I want the water to drain off as quickly as possible. So I'm fixing to mix my first mortar batch. I'm kind of nervous, but you know what? I just have to trust in myself and believe that it's going to work. Alright, so whenever I was getting started, I wanted to go ahead and lay it out, dry stack it, to see how it looks whenever what it's going to look like whenever it's completed. So I've already pulled back half of it, but I just wanted to show you that to just have it dry stacked, and I'm basically going to take all the bricks that I have over here. I'm just going to stack them up like this. Alright guys, so now that I have my mortar mixed, I'm just going to make sure that this is cleaned off. Alright, so I had to make another batch. And on this one, I ended up making it a little bit more creamy. And it actually seems like it is easier to work with. Alright, I'm going to try to show you guys the best that I can. It's kind of hard with this angle though. I'm going to take this, slash it down. And I'm having to put it really thin right here because, as you can see on my little model here, I'm having to put a little bitty brick just to bring up the other brick. Oh, there you go. Having to bring this up just a little bit so it's more even, because if not, then it's too far down, and I don't want my brick to be that low. So my solution is I'm going to put a brick under it, then the brick on top, then my brick like that. So it makes it more level, so it's not going straight down. I'm having to kind of rig this up a little bit. It's not ideal, but this is my first time, so don't judge me. Probably have it a little bit too wet, but it's okay. Alright, so this one, and I'm going to push it down pretty hard because I don't want any chance of, there we go. I know this looks a little funny, but trust me, like, I do really good on the flat part, but whenever it comes to the stair part, it's not as easy. So I'm going to put some mortar here. So I have to do this part before I can put that stair there, because once I put that little lip there, it's gonna be hard to, it's gonna be very hard to get in there. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put these all across. And I am trying to get my mortar like down into the cracks, but for this purpose, I'm just kind of, I'm mainly wanting to get the ground done, or the work done, and then I can come back through and really do the fine tuning. I don't have a brick cutter or needed one that can fill this place. There we go. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to get this top part done. So I put a little extra, and then kind of play with it, and kind of go back and forth. Until it's kind of where I want it. There we go. And I know that the sides kind of look crappy, but I'm planning on getting concrete and just kind of really putting a good concrete barrier there. Alright, so the reason why I turned it sideways is because by the time I get down to the end, I won't get the lip that I want. It ends up perfectly right at the end, and I want a little bit of a lip. And the one way that I make sure that everything is lined out is I will go ahead and do one side. I will go ahead and do one side to make sure all of my lines are going to match up the way I want them. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like I go ahead and kind of do this row so I know what it's going to look like. So whenever I get down to my end, I know how much to space them, I know how many I need to have, and so on. It is a great morning. It's day 2. I ran out of mortar yesterday, and then it got too dark on me. So here is to a cup of coffee early in the morning. The sun is like directly in my face, but it's kind of a catch because I want the sun because it's warm, but then at the same time it blinds me. But so I only have one more stair to do, and everything else is set up really well. I just gotta fill in the gaps with more mortar. I have a cool little trick that I'm gonna try on that, and let's get this project done. Alright, so if you look, I just need to do this row, and then I am finished after I fill it in. Here is my mortar mix. It's like nice and creamy. Way better than my first batch. But hey, I learned quickly. So for my next trick, I have to get all these gaps filled up so I can get them all mortared and cleaned up and ready to go. So I'm gonna take a little baggie. I've already cut off the tip of the baggie. Basically, alright, So I'm basically making a giant cake batter that I will then use the corner to fill in all of my gaps. Check this out. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, well, this is taking a whole lot longer than I actually was expecting, but I'm getting there. So I have the mortar between the cracks, and it looks like a hot mess. It really does. But now that it's kind of cured a little bit, now I'm going to just take my finger, because that little metal thing that, oh, this thing, it's just not working right. So now that it's cured a little bit, I then will take my finger and go over it, and I will probably let this set for a couple days before I take my wire brush and clean off the brick. Because, well, it's just, it's setting up. It's just, what's the word? It's just taking a little bit, I guess, and I just want to make sure that it's nice and pretty. So, let me show you what I have so far. Alright, so this is what I have so far. I won't step on this last one because it's still wet. Alright, so what I did is I put it all in the cracks. So see now that it's kind of dry, but it's not. I'm still able to kind of take my finger and kind of smooth it out. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take and smooth out all of these little edges, make them nice and pretty. And then I will come back and do my wire brush over the thing, or over the brick. So here, whenever it dries a little bit, take my wire brush and I'll go over it and make sure that it's nice and clean. So let's do that. My back is killing me. I didn't take into account how long this process was gonna take. I thought I could get it done like a day. No, it's not going in a day, but it's okay. All great things take time, right? So that's what I'm gonna do until probably dark. So I will show you what it looks like tomorrow. All right, so it's been a couple of days, and since the rain has finally let up and I can now get to my steps. So I installed the steps about a week ago and have it all concreted, and I have overlay of concrete, which I'm gonna wait until the spring, and I'm gonna acid wash it, or boric acid, something like that. Anyway, so I can really get the top and bring out the brick that is already there, and then I will seal it and power wash it and do all that stuff, but I'm gonna wait until spring because it's cold and I don't like the cold. So anyway, let me show you the steps. Dun, 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 dun. So I've gone over the entire step and just basically right now just wire brushed it. I did that to kind of clean off the excess and see what I need to get done, and I can tell that I need to clean off some of the brick so the brick shows more. You want to see something cute though? Look, my little dog print. I didn't even know that they did that. I thought that they were I thought it was already dry, but anyway, I kind of thought it was cute. But this is my first time to build stairs out of brick and brick. So anyway, don't judge me too hard. It was not the easiest. It's taken me a long time, but it's done. So yay, on to the next project. Oh, thanks again guys. I appreciate all the comments and likes, and till the next video. Thanks, bye.